I don't know that Bill Murray's situational awareness is that high because I mean they've told us we're going green, right? We're about to pull off pit road and I'm getting my helmet on, I'm getting my gloves on, and he's just like,
Totally missed it by not saying he slimed me and I loved it. Ghostbuster reference for all you young kids. Yes, we had a Ghostbuster. We had the Boo Birds. We had Lulu the dog. And Denny Hamlin is one away from 60 wins in his career. All right, so let's say hello to the 59-time Cup winner, Denny Hamlin. Before we get started, Denny, I'm going to play a little soundbite from yesterday's victory celebration. Let's listen for a second.
You still love the booze? Bring them all. Denny Hamlin welcomes the booze.
All right, so boo.
thank you.
You're welcoming the booze. I'm playing because you know I'm a big fan of yours. What was that like to climb out of that car yesterday at St. Louis? I feel like at first there was some people that were kind of on board with the Denny Hamlin, and then it kind of started to turn a little bit. Did you sense that?
Yeah, it was a mix. I feel like it's certainly more of a mix than it's been in the past. I think slowly but surely we're starting to work these people over.
Let's do it. I mean, listen, at some point, like you said, you got to get on the bandwagon, right? I mean,
That's
when you're
right.
winning all these races, like
Right.
people like winners, and your family, right? They love winners. To
Right.
have all of them in victory lane yesterday. Do you take a second and kind of look around?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, especially now that school has started back. It's tough to bring them to any races where I feel like I'll get home after 10 p.m. because then they're just the crankiest on Monday morning when you're
Oh, I
trying to
know.
get them to school. So it doesn't happen often, and certainly it never happens with the dog there. So we never bring the dogs because it's just another hassle. We've got enough stuff going on, but yeah, to have everyone there, that was great.
It was the first for your son, though, right?
First victory lane for him. Yep.
That's awesome. But by the way, weren't you the one that was like thinking about getting rid of the dog at some point? Didn't we have this
Of
little like
course.
thing going that
Of
Lulu
course.
was going to hit the road if luck didn't change?
She was bad luck for quite some time. I went through like a period of like 4 months without winning, and that is just absolutely unbearable. And so I had to find somebody to place the blame on, of course.
It's always the dog in the doghouse,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you ever stop and kind of look at everything that you've created, the family, the team, the career, and just say, I'm a kid from Chesterfield, Virginia. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Mhm.
And look at all of these things that I've done.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think about it more than you would think. With everything that goes on, I certainly I wake up every morning, I look outside, I'm like, man, I'm blessed. I am
Mm.
just so blessed with everything that I've got going on, and I just couldn't be happier with the course that my career has taken, the people that I got aligned with. I think that that part was fate, and then after that, it's making sure that I'm taking the best and opportunity and doing the most with it. And I feel like that's what I've done throughout my career, and certainly has been just something that's going to be great to reflect on when I'm sitting in a rocking chair.
Yeah, you know what? I hate that, and I'm going to bring this up because I've heard you use a retirement word way too much in the last couple months, maybe even this season. And and then you talked about it a lot in the media center actually, yesterday. And I think I asked you this a couple of weeks ago, months ago. Do you think about what retirement looks like for Denny Hamlin?
I do. I mean, I feel confident that I got two years left, and
Yeah,
that'll be it. Um,
yeah, really.
but I just feel like yeah, I just want to keep doing this at a high level, and I feel like that's a confident number in which I can still do it at this type of level. And I have too much ego, too much pride
I heard you.
to just continue to do this well after I'm competitive. And so I'd rather shut it down early, and whatever the result is, it is.
Stop it, because I've said retirement around NASCAR drivers before, and I get like the look of death. Like it's like you never say retire around a driver because
Mhm.
drivers never retire. Would you be considered doing one-offs and maybe jumping in the car and just kind of doing fun things and just having fun in your post sort of 9 to 5 world?
Maybe. I just think it would be really, really difficult to be competitive if I didn't do it week in, week out. I just think that, maybe with the simulation world we have nowadays, it could make it a little bit easier, but I just don't know. I
Yeah.
I just think when I'm done, I'm done.
So when you said the word 60, when you used that number, I don't remember, 2 years ago maybe?
It was a
Like,
little more than that.
was it?
Yeah.
Did like you knew it would happen, right? But now that you're
I
sort
didn't
of on,
know.
you
I didn't
really?
know. I mean, I needed to average, I need to average, 2 wins a year for the next 5 years when I no well, I changed it to 60, I think, when I was at win 47. Because I was like, "Yeah, surely I'm gonna get the 50, but it's cause 60 gonna get there." It was like when I was at 47, whenever that was. I felt like that was about 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, I think I've got enough time to do that. And it still, trust me, I think about the number all the time, and people think it's just a given. It'll happen this weekend. And it's like, no, you don't know how hard these wins are to get. And so I'll celebrate 60 winning if I get it.
How long have you been doing this? 19 years? This is your 19th, 20th
20th.
year? Do you have a favorite burnout? Because that one you did yesterday was pretty damn good.
Yeah, there was one I had at New Hampshire. Gosh, it was probably 2016, 17, something like that, where I was able to go pretty much the entire distance from everything but the backstretch. I got to from turn 2 to turn 4. Gave the entire crowd a little bit of smoke, but
That's
that
awesome.
was yesterday was definitely a top five.
Before I let you go, I'm Bill Murray is like literally my heart was so happy to see him. I mean, who doesn't freaking love Bill Murray, right? I mean, he is the best. And I loved what he said when he leaned in your car. Were you just like, "Oh my God, like you understand the assignment. You are Bill Murray."
Yes, yes, and I don't know that Bill Murray's situational awareness is that high because I mean they've told us we're going green, right? We're about to pull off pit road, and I'm getting my helmet on, I'm getting my gloves on, and he's just like wants to talk some casual stuff, and so I was like, okay, let me just pause here. Surely they're not going to start the race without me. And he was about to do the invocation to start your engines, and so where he did that was probably 20 feet from my car. So I think he just walked over because I was the closest car to him and just was shooting the shit, asking all these questions, putting me, hey, let's play 20 questions. It's like, I gotta get ready for this race. You're about to say start your engines. And so I actually saw them in the background I didn't hear what he said before because I haven't rewatched it all the way back, but I saw them behind the camera saying, "Start your engine," and he wouldn't say it because he just kept rambling on. So it's exactly how our conversation went.
I mean, he is built. There are some guys that you meet and you're like, yeah, he is who he is.
He
Like,
he is him. He is him.
it's
Yes.
freaking awesome. And I know that you said, what about Bob's your favorite? I
Yeah.
love that movie, but the Ghostbusters series, the way his delivery is in that show, like, and I know, listen,
Yeah.
Noah Gregson didn't even know who he was. Can you,
Oh, that's incredible.
like, we need to have a talk with young Gregson,
Yes. Yes.
very much so. Before I let you go, I do just want to ask you one question about Connor Zilisch, because what in the heck are we watching? I know the longest distance in the garage is from the Xfinity Series to the Cup Series.
Hmm.
How ready do you think this kid is?
Well, he's certainly ready. I don't think he has anything more to prove in the Xfinity series, which is why he's getting the call up to Cup. But it's a tall fence. It is a long road, but he's certainly well ahead of the curve. Is he still 19? Is
If,
he? Yeah.
I mean, remember
So
those days, Denny Hamlin? I mean,
right. I mean, 19. I mean, I don't know. I was a couple years out of working at a Subway. He's far ahead of where I was at that point. Um, so yeah,
yeah.
I think that he's certainly ready. He's going to be competitive. Certainly a playoff contender. I'm interested to see what he does on the ovals and Cup. That's going to be what's going to be very very interesting to me is see because SVG has made a progression and he's gotten better on the
Yep.
ovals. There's
Yep.
no question about it. I want to see in Connor's rookie season, where does he run relative to Shane on the ovals in Shane's second year? Like, are
Well,
they comparable, or is Connor ahead? Like, if Connor is ahead, then I'm gonna say, man, it's within a couple years we could be talking about someone that's winning a lot of races. But I think he's gonna run as good as the team he's with as well. It's gonna be up to Trackhouse also to provide him fast enough cars to compete.
well, that's a bite for right there. When I was 19, I was rolling into Outback Steakhouse with the stamp still on my wrist and probably a band and straight from the bar. So
That's right.
times are much different. Denny, I always love catching up with you. Good luck getting 60 and the rest of the season. I'm sure this will not be the last time that you and I talk. So have a good one.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, on that note, we got to give best day ever to Connor Zilisch. 4 in a row, 7 of the last 8 victories. I don't even need to turn on the TV right now to know who's going to win the race. As you heard Denny say, probably will be a little bit of a challenge, see how he does at Bristol this weekend. But man, oh man, that kid is putting on quite a show. And just he's so much fun to watch. He's so likable. And to think about it, listen, he just came back from breaking his collarbone a few weeks ago, and he's continuing to do what he is doing, which is just awesome. I know there are a lot of people in racing who want to see different people winning and don't like it when people dominate, but you also have to respect when that happens. And that is exactly what Connor Zilisch is doing right now. I'm sure Dale Jr. is definitely going to miss him next year when he heads to Trackhouse. But that is going to be a great get for Justin Marks. All right, Bristol. Yeah, we got Bristol this weekend, so we'll see how things go. Maybe Denny Hamlin will get that 60th win. Obviously, it is a cutoff race, so there's going to be a lot of guys clawing to make their way to the round of 12. We'll see you next week.